Developing news now out of Greenwood, where 3 officers are recovering tonight after being shot during a welfare check. Now, the city of Greenwood tells 3 on Your Side that police went to the Crestview Apartments on Cotton Street to check on someone. That person had a mental health episode and fired a weapon at officers when they arrived. 1 officer was struck in the shoulder. 2 others received minor injuries. The suspect then barricaded himself inside the home before surrendering to officers. He was taken to a local hospital with unknown injuries. He's now in custody. The officer struck in the shoulder was taken to a local hospital, then UMMC, where he had surgery. He is currently recovering. No other injuries reported here. The incident remains under investigation.